All right, ladies. So today's Saturday, kind of doing a little aftermarket prep and aftermarket install on my Suzuki LTR 450. Some of the, actually, pretty much all of the stuff I had before my last race. I just didn't have time to install it and field test it before going to the race, so kind of just got on the shelves until I had the proper time to install it and do a lot of field testing on it. So that's my plan for today, and then tomorrow I'll have a ride hopefully scheduled and be able to get out and do a little bit of riding, so we'll see. So some of the aftermarket stuff that I have, you guys know I'm a fan of the ATV 4-play bars, so I got another set. I've had these for about a week or so. Again, I just didn't have time to install them, so I'll get these bad boys installed. These are ATV 4-play bars. I have another video reviewing these, so if you have questions on them, just let me know or whatever. But they're good bars. They're very similar to the flex bars. I got these used on eBay, so I'll be mounting these today. I also have a new anti-vibration steering stem, which is here. This is a PRP racing steering stem, so I'll get that thing mounted today as well. It also came with a nice billet handlebar clamps. I won't be using those, but I'll just keep those as extra. So that steering stem will replace that steering stem right there. So get that mounted today. I also got a new or extra air filter. Kind of what I do is I keep an extra one lubed up, already washed and cleaned in a bag. That's already ready to go. So every time I come back from a ride or I need to change my air filter, I already have one that's on standby. I just pop it in, take the old one out, and then pop the one that's on standby in. So that'll be what this is for. I also have a couple extra set of hubs. These are from a Suzuki LTZ 400. They're about an inch shorter per, not an inch, about a little over half an inch per side. So when I'm doing woods riding or something, I could throw those hubs on and save a little over an inch on the rear end, so my back tires aren't hitting everything. Those are just an extra set of hubs that I have for the LTR 450. I'm going to go ahead and mount my GPS as well. This is kind of cool. I just got this in probably about 4 or 5 days ago. This is a CCP steering stabilizer. I really wish I had this for my last race because that bump steer was teeth chattering when you're hitting those corners in fourth gear. I mean, that bump steer was enough to just rip the bars from your hands. I had this before the race, but I didn't have time to install it, so I'll get this installed today. Again, it's a CCP steering stabilizer. There's the settings. Pretty much 1 is the hardest, 8 is the softest. So pretty good piece of machinery. I've had one before. I used to have a TRX 250R, and I bought one for that, but I ended up selling the bike before I even mounted it, so I never really got a chance to use the one that I bought. I ended up selling that steering stabilizer as well. So this is priceless. I couldn't afford, the $600 one. There's no way. So this one was $184, brand new, directly from the guy that builds these. He's been building these for a while, so you kind of just have to watch eBay. He posts them on eBay when he does build them. And again, $184 shipped for a nice stabilizer. I prefer these over the sticks, so when this popped up, I for sure had to get it. So glad I got that. This is the Pro Armor kill switch. So this is a universal Pro Armor kill switch. The part number on this one is 6740021. I don't like splicing into quads or bikes that have ECUs or ECMs. So everything I try to get is plug and play. So this is the plug and play that allows you to mount this without splicing into your wires. It's a Pro Armor. The part number on this is S061001. It's for the LTR kill switch install. That plugs right into your OEM harness, and you don't have to splice anything. So a lot better than splicing. This is the YOSHI mirror kill switch. start switch, which will take this off. And I won't run this at all, but I'll just go ahead and plug in this start switch. And again, it's a direct OEM plug and play. You just plug this directly into your harness. No splicing or nothing with that one. So there you have it. I'll get this stuff mounted today, and it should be a pretty productive day. Also, I forgot to mention I got some new wheels for the front. I switched out the other ones. I was really worried about them cracking and breaking like the rear ones, so I got some new wheels for the front. Douglas DW2s, rock out, so nice and beefy, a little bit stronger than the other ones. All right, so got the handlebars mounted right there. So they're a little bit higher than the other setup I had. So right now I'm just kind of going through rewiring everything as I need to, testing everything out. There's a YOSHI install right there. So got rid of the big harness that I don't really need anymore. So getting rid of all this stuff. So let's get to it. All right, so I had everything mounted. Went on a quick ride this morning, did about 25 miles or so. Had a great ride. And I must tell you, this setup is pretty darn sweet. With this Ccp Stabilizer mounted there, the anti-vibe steering stem right there, and the ATV 4-play bars that allow some flex and dampening in the bars. Not dampening, but vibration control in the bars. I also got these grips. I think these are the ODIs, these lock-on grips. They actually float on top of the handlebars. There's a locking point here and a locking point there, but the grips actually float on top of the handlebars. So with this setup, really pleased, really happy. The stuff that used to just almost pull or rip the handlebars from your arms or your hands, I mean, almost no effect on it now. This steering stabilizer is awesome. Definitely money well spent. I can't believe I've been riding without one for so long, but that steering stabilizer is awesome. I was riding stuff today that would normally just rip the bars out of your hands, and this thing pretty much controlled all of that. If you're hitting roots and rocks all the time and ruts or cross ruts, and those things are just totally destroy your speed and momentum because it pulls the handlebars, this thing controls it. It has settings from 1 to 8, and today I ran it at about a 5, I think. 1 being the hardest, 8 being the softest. So a lot more play in there I could do. But the Ccp Steering Stabilizer performed great. Really pleased with it. So anti-vibe stem, awesome. And of course the some flex in the handlebars is always a welcome addition. But today was a great day. Good ride. Wasn't fatigued, wasn't all beat up. So next thing I'm going to be working on is probably my suspension. It's going to take me a while to save up the money, but I do want a full suspension built for me, so that would take me a little bit to save up some money. I also will be getting some Nerf bars. As much as I try to ride without it, eventually I'm going to have to get some, so that's probably on the list. And here's how the flight deck looks. The new flight deck with the new bars, so pretty simple. My GPS mounted here. There's the Pearl Armor kill switch. There's the YOSHI replica start button. Got rid of all that blob and stuff that was up there. So pretty simple flight deck now. So it's pretty good stuff. Liking these ODI lock-on grips that float on top of the bars and not even attached to the bars, the rubber part. So pretty excited, pretty happy. As you can tell, how much I keep going on about it. Couldn't be happier with this purchase. So good ride today. Thanks for your time.